Zero Cold Gamer here, back again with another interesting video on damage stats. Now, we know that there's a lot of damage in the game. We know the massive ones that can put out humongous damage, especially when you put Raider on them as an ISO. But base stats to begin with, there's a lot you can do, and there's 10 characters up there, maybe 11, that could actually do some wickedly damage based on base stats. And that's basically right now just maxing them out to G16, level 90, 7 yellow, and 5 red. But let's get into it. Alright, the stats table on MSF.gg is a very useful tool, and damage, looking at damage can be a very big thing because you want your characters to do the most amount of damage with their kit. The kits kind of determine how much is going out, but the base stats do play a role. And the #1 character that's come out with the highest base stat damage, no matter if you put some ISOs on her or not, is Nakia. Nakia is ridiculous. I don't know why they did this. I mean, I could see a few other cosmic characters maybe doing some really wickedly high damage, but they went ahead and put Nakia as the highest one. Now, her kit doesn't push out tons of damage, but it's there nonetheless. And she's got 83,000 if you max her out to 90, G16, 7 yellow, 5 red. I'm giving 5 red because not a lot of people can push to 6 or 7. We don't really get that much. It's usually a 4 or 5 star. 4 or 5 red star that you usually get, but Naki is a big one. Now, another character that's huge right now that we all want to go ahead and grab once he comes out is Agent Venom. He hasn't come out yet. We've seen his kit, but his stats say a lot. Damage-wise, huge. Not that big on speed, but hey, who cares? He's going to come in and just start wrecking some people. Couple of them are pretty interesting. Phyla, cosmic character. Obviously, you want cosmic characters to hit hard. Starlord T'Challa, yeah, might as well, just because it's Cha-Cha. No biggie. Echo, Madeline Pryor, I don't know why. I don't get it. Why do these have base stats damage that are supremely high, even over Thor? Doesn't make any sense, but whatever. It's Scopely. They don't like to balance things out right. Then you got Thor, Nemesis, Red Hulk. Yes, 3 top 10 characters in the comics. But here, you got Red Hulk knocking out some damage, you got Thor knocking out some damage, you got Nemesis, who just came out, and you could try to get a 4, 5, or 6 star right now. Boom! Huge damage, which is great, because you want them to go ahead and wreck. And now that they gave the actual stat increase to Thor, he's basically hitting hard with his passive now, which is amazing. You want his passive to go off immense amount of time, so keep him with the hero as Guardians and let him go nuts. I don't know what they were thinking about here in terms of balancing, but Ghost Spider is over Archangel. Yeah. Nah, I'd go with Archangel. And then there's Rogue. Definitely, I want those two characters in terms of damage doing something. Ghost Spider, the Web Warriors have fell off already. They have been taken out by Bionic and some other characters. So Web Warriors is still not that great. Web Warriors is good if you're still coming up along with symbiotes. They're still good when you're coming up, but the rest of them, no, it's not happening. So if you take out Ghost Spider and you put in Archangel, you got a decent top 10 for damage dealers in terms of stats. When you start getting in terms of the kits, it's a little bit different because, you know, piercing damage does more than regular damage, and a couple of these characters do piercing damage. So it's like, ooh, they're going to go ahead and just ignore that freaking armor stat that you got. So boom, they're going straight away towards your health pool. So looking out for that is a really big thing. The big takeaway is I don't know how they do balancing in terms of damage. They probably should rethink it, but Scopely does not. But if you're thinking about characters that should be beefed up, all 11 of those characters should be beefed up in some which way or another to help out either in War or Raids or even Crucible. I know Madeline Pryor and the Marauders have kind of fallen off a little bit, but Madeline did bring them back, especially with her kit. And if she's maxed out, she could be a real pain, because she just comes in and wrecks somebody with her ult. So you want to go ahead and build up these characters so they're useful somewhere. You're kind of double dipping with all of them. Probably not Cha-Cha. He's decently well by himself, but a plug and play character he really isn't. He does steal ability energy and he blinds somebody, but it doesn't really work against high, you know, high resistance characters. So you might not want to go ahead, but he's decently okay to pull in. But the information here, do with it what you must, whatever you want to with it. But if you like this video, go ahead, like, subscribe to this video, helps me out a little bit. And if you dislike this video, you might as well double up on the like and just hit the dislike button twice, because there just shows that, hey, you are a little bit more adamant at disliking than liking. But until the next video, y'all, deuces.